Hello, hello, everybody. How are you? It
Hi,
is
everyone.
Angie and I. We are back.
Finally,
We know you missed us,
who couldn't miss us? I mean,
right?
come on.
I already read here that Joe's on vacation, and we're like going to entertain him while he's on
Ooh,
vacation, right?
Joe's on vacation. Nice.
Right.
That sounds
So who
great.
else is here? Dawn's hanging out, and so is Judy and Emma. Yep, there's Joe's vacation statement. Sherry's just been saying hello to everybody. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. That's what
Hi,
Jennifer's here.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, I saw you finished up another square for the gnomes. You
Yes.
are a champion.
Yeah, you
You
gave up on
are the champion.
that pretty quickly, didn't you?
I did after the first two. After the first 2 months, I was like, no, I'm
Now
done.
that was the one. The pattern was written for corner to corner, but you did it. You didn't do it that way, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I changed it to, it was almost like little granny squares, little groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, and it, that was fine. That part was fine. But man, Grafgan, whew,
Yeah,
you know.
yes, I do know because I set that aside when I started working on Christmas stuff, and
Yeah.
I haven't touched it since, and it is just I I I have the pattern in two different formats. I have the pattern in corner to corner,
Mm-hmm.
row by row, but then I also have the pattern in single crochet going just back and forth if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't think that one would be any easier than the other because
No.
you still have to work with all of those
Yeah.
color changes.
It's not the stitch. It's
Right. It's the
totally,
color changes.
it is. And all those bobbins.
All the bobbins.
And I
Yeah.
mean, the ones that Jennifer and I were making were smaller little panels, and that was still a lot of color changes. I can't imagine doing it with a great big huge Afghan.
I'm at the point right now where I have 27 bobbins.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
And then they tangle, you know what I mean? But was that you that was telling me that you can, if you turn it
Yes.
alternately,
If you keep turning it the same way, like back and forth.
back and forth, back and
So
forth.
you're not twisting it the opposite way.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Kathy's here. Hey, Kathy. Who else did I miss? Melinda. Uh,
Cindy,
Linda's here.
both
Oh,
Lindas,
Linda.
two Lindas.
Uh, yeah,
Cindy's here. Hi, Cindy.
Jennifer's like, I'm never doing that again. I get it. Like I said, I did the two squares and I couldn't do anymore.
Well, and then me and my big mouth, I offered to make that one for Nate's band boosters.
Right.
So I've gotta fulfill that obligation.
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah, and and I bought the yarn to make two of them so I could make one for band boosters and then one for us for football games. But
yeah,
I don't
okay.
know
Yours isn't gonna get done.
yeah, I don't think that one will ever get done.
Take a picture of the one you made and just call it good.
Yep, exactly.
Oh boy.
I find okay because I gift a lot of stuff that I make.
Uh-huh.
And I forget to take pictures of things that I need. And I regret that, because I think back about something and I'm like, oh, that was so pretty. What was that again? And I don't remember.
Right. You need to do that.
I know. I need to be better at that.
Melinda's working on a mystery cowl-along.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Mystery cowl-along. I'm going to do a cowl-along in January, but it's not a mystery.
Did you guys see? And I think I might get in on this. I don't know if you are on Jimmy Bean's wool mailing list.
Yeah.
But they have some Crochet-A-Longs for 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's with Madeline Tosh. Well, there's two. There's a Baraka one and a Madeline Tosh.
Yeah, because they've been advertising like their new, like, what are they? Like yarn club things.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I want to get in on a yarn club this year because I really hate, and I still haven't figured out how to cancel that stupid darn good yarns.
Oh no. You're
Yeah,
still
so I
getting
still
that
get
stuff?
that. Yes, and it's useless. I hate it.
Yeah.
And
I
then
just
but I really miss my knit crate
right.
subscription. I
Right.
really miss that yarn. So I really want to get it, but it seems like I'm late to the party every time. Like every
Mhm.
time I see an ad for a yarn club, when I go to click on it, it's already sold
It's
out.
full already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I have 3 now. I'm gonna have to think about which ones I'm keeping, and I need to get rid of 1 at least. But 2 I've had for quite a while, and I really like them. You get cool stuff with them, but
Yeah, that southern, was it Southern
yeah. I
Skeins
have Southern
yarn?
Skeins and I have sure, now you're gonna ask me. Uh ah it'll come to me. But the one I was gonna tell you I just learned about today, a Crochet-A-Long. It's a year-long Crochet-A-Long.
Uh-huh.
And it's blocks, different blocks.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's 2 different blocks a month.
Okay. And who's
And
that
it's
through?
Moogly.
Oh,
Moogly.
yep.
Moogly.
Moogly. Yep. I've
Yeah.
heard of her.
Hello, Michelle, and hello, Sue.
Hi,
Jennifer, you have
guys.
Facebook albums. There you go.
See, yes, I need to be more organized in my life.
And don't we all?
Just like the time I was going to input, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I have to tell you that my road goes straight to hell because I've got so many good intentions. um, I just like I was going to input all of my yarn stash into Ravelry.
Oh yeah,
That
well,
that never happened.
that would take forever now, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Mm.
Oh, and then I haven't worked on my I told you I had to redo my this is my Franken blanket.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I was doing, and I told you it was getting wonkety, and I
Okay,
did
no,
it.
didn't you start with the other color first?
I did, but I couldn't get it to be non-wonkety.
Uh-huh.
So I thought, okay, maybe it's acrylic yarn. So I started again with the cotton yarn. This is the cotton. This is the one with the cotton color yarn. And I was doing really, really well until just this last couple of rounds. And now all of a
And
sudden
now
it's
it's wavy.
gotten wavy. And I'm so distressed because this is probably 100 hours worth of work. Like, I know that seems ridiculous for the size
No,
of
I get
this,
it.
but it's, and I've done it so many times. I've ripped it out and redone it so many times, and I've tried all their tips and hints. And I'm gonna persevere. I am gonna beat
It's
this.
just like, why is it doing this?
I'm gonna beat this. I am.
So your center circle was good that time.
Well, it was until this last couple rounds here.
Yeah.
It was good, and now it's getting wonky again.
Crazy.
Crazy, I know.
Right?
But my other one, the acrylic one, it should be sitting right here. I don't know if I can reach it or not. I can't reach it. But the one with my acrylic yarn with the Style Krafts Special DK, that one is really wavy.
Is it really?
Oh my gosh, crazy. And I've started them over like I don't know how many times. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. There's got to be something just weird, like with their pattern or something. Because, I mean, she's taken different patterns and put them together.
Yes.
So
Yes. There's
maybe
like,
that's part of the problem. They're not really designed to go together.
well, but and I could understand that, but this from this part here is all from the same pattern.
Oh, I thought that the
Yeah, no,
center was one, and then that outer ring was something different.
oh wait, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. This part
Because you
is,
sent me the pattern to just the
yes.
inner part.
Yes. Yes, you're right. So I was okay to hear, and then this is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melinda, I don't think there's any,
I mean, you'd have to block that thing like,
you'd have to block the crap out of it.
right?
I don't know. I do. I sit here because I don't want to start it over again.
Just keep stretching it.
I've started it 15 million times, and I just keep stretching it and trying to convince myself that it's going to be okay when deep down I know it's not.
That is frustrating when something doesn't work.
especially when I've done it. I was crying at one point.
Oh no, see, that doesn't make crocheting fun, you know?
I know, but it's a challenge and I will win.
I
I
will
will win.
I
I'm not
will
gonna let it
win.
beat me. I won't let it beat me.
Yeah. So I have not gotten all of my squares blocked. I was telling Angie, I don't have them all blocked because they're taking forever to dry. And I did not block this one. I didn't feel
So you wet blocked yours rather than steam
like,
blocked
okay.
them?
Yes and no.
Yes.
Yes
Okay.
and no.
Okay.
Yes, they all got wet.
Okay.
So as I was telling Angie earlier, my pink ones and my peach ones here, I put in a sink with some soap I got in one of my kits.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bar soap for wool wash. And you
Okay.
lathered it up and you put it in the water. And I soaked them for about, 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. And I took them out, and I'm used to, like, I didn't read the directions very well because the soak liquid, you don't really have to rinse those.
No, yes, soak you don't.
Right. This, I think I needed to rinse the crap out of them because I think something happened with the soapy water.
Yeah.
And my blocking boards, my pegs, they kind of like almost corroded it, rusted it. But it wasn't rusted through. It was just like a surface mark.
Okay.
And it made little marks on some of my squares.
That's crazy.
And it won't come out.
Hopefully when we join, maybe.
Yes, because we're going to join through these loops.
Yeah.
So after I did that, then I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. So then my next 2 or 3 squares I've done, I cleaned off my blocking board, all the pegs. I cleaned them up, got anything that was on the pegs off. It came right off. I think it was just some weird corrosion with the soap in the metal or something. I don't know.
And are those pegs, are they aluminum?
They're whatever that.
Because you would think.
I don't know what they are.
You would think they would be like anti-corrosive.
I know. I thought that too. I didn't even give it a second thought until I started seeing these weird marks on my squares. I'm like, what is going on? So these I still put on my blocking board. This green one I've done, and my purple ones are on it right now. Those I just sprayed with a water bottle.
Okay.
I sprayed them with water and put them on there, and it didn't do anything to them.
So I've decided I'm going to steam block mine.
I would if I had a steamer.
Yeah, I do have a steamer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to steam block mine, and I have not blocked any of mine yet because I have not been able to get into
right
getting that
to do that kind of stuff.
To do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I've just got a few of my and as you can see, I'm sitting here weaving in my ends.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do today then is we're going to talk about the layout.
Yep.
And then we're going to talk about the joining method.
Yep.
And I'm just going to practice join these unblocked, and then and we'll go from there. And then hopefully next week, hopefully our homework this week will be to get all of them joined, and hopefully next week we can do the border, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can do steam from your iron, Melinda, but you have to be really careful depending on your fiber content, because like if you're working with acrylic, you want to make sure that you don't touch it to your, because you can actually melt it.
Yeah.
Because it's but like we're using 100% wool, so
my iron doesn't steam well, so
it doesn't.
I'm gonna buy a steamer. I had it in my Amazon wish list for Christmas, but I didn't get it, so I'm just gonna buy it. So
they're not that expensive. I got mine at Joann's a few years ago, and I want to say it was like $25.
Yeah, they're not much.
Like that.
Yeah, right. So here's the deal with this joining. So I mean, it definitely tells you to join your rows together first.
Right. And we do have a layout, correct?
Oh, yes. I have the layout.
Okay.
So join your rows together. And then
let me pull up my pattern because I didn't.
And then the columns.
Yeah, I wish I would have printed it like you did, but I
I
didn't
know.
print my pattern.
So here is, I have the layout. Here is the layout. All right. So I'll show you up close. So you'll see at the bottom there, the bottom row is North Star, leaves, gates, flower, berries.
Wait a second. Are you sure?
The bottom row?
Because I'm looking at the standard layout diagram.
Yeah. The
And
six.
my bottom row. Oh, you're going from right to left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's okay. Yeah. So that's the bottom row. So I'm assuming we join the bottom row together first.
I would assume. Well, it probably wouldn't matter. I mean, if you just
I know.
yeah, you could join whatever together.
I know. And I'm just thinking, with what I have blocked right now, which way do I want to go? Where do I want to start?
Well, my problem is going to be that I don't remember what mine are called. What
well,
colors.
and I just did that. I just sorted them all out.
Well, aren't you fancy? I didn't do that.
I know.
Okay, so you're going to help me then.
Yes. So this, the
So
blue,
which one
mine is
North
blue,
Star?
and it looks like this.
The
And that
North-
one is the
Oh, this is my North Star, correct? The one that looks like a star.
Yep, that's North Star. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, that's one you wanted first, your North Star.
Yep,
Okay.
okay. And then leaves, which is green. I know that.
North
so-
Star and leaves, right.
Okay.
Yep.
All
So
right,
those
and
are
then-
the two we're going to start with.
And there is a particular joining method.
There
correct?
is, yes. So the
And this is
joining,
the color I'm going to use for my joining and my border. And I don't know that I love it with my colors.
yeah, and I went with this creamy one.
Well, the only reason I went with this one is this is the only color I had 4 of.
Gotcha. And my guess is we're not going to need 4, just like
I don't
everything
think-
else. But
It's like everything else.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the joining, it says if you haven't done it already, weave in your ends, block, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
The squares are joined with crochet stitches worked from the front. The stitches are joined together using single crochet stitches, which are made in the front loops only.
So we're going to put good side and good side together, or bad side and bad side together?
It says it's crochet. That's what I was wondering. It says it's crocheted from the front. So
From the front. Yes.
I guess
so we're going to put bad side to bad side.
yeah,
together.
back to back. Right.
Okay.
And then you'll join in the corner.
Okay. With a slip stitch.
Just join in the corner.
Where did everybody go? Everybody's just listening.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
They're like, they left us. Okay.
So
Okay,
we're
I'm going to
go-
move this down now.
So are we going to go into the chain space, or
Yes.
Are we
Okay.
going-
So when it says, okay, let me read the whole thing to you here. There's some
Okay.
more. So there's some more info here. We'll read this and then we'll get going. How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
So the stitches are joined together using single crochet stitches, which are made in the front loops only. Then it talks about the diagram, which we already have. How to join. Joining the rows. Work into each consecutive stitch or chain along the squares, and then make one chain before working into the next squares. Now, that's where I get confused, because
Okay.
how are we going to join into our next square here? We're joining these side to side
Correct. So that doesn't apply until we get to the
until we start joining our
strips.
rows together.
Our strips, yeah.
Right. Okay. And then it also says this, a tip. Here's the tip. Remember?
Okay. Just the tip.
Joining your squares together, watch out where there are 2 or more chains along the edge. Remember, some of them have
Yes.
a couple chains there.
Yes.
You have to put a stitch in each of those chains. And once you work your first chain, the second one might be hard to find.
Okay, so it's going to kind of be hidden.
So does that mean we're going to have to do each of these one at a time?
Yes.
And then
Yep.
fasten this
And
off.
fasten off.
And then go and join
to
our
the-
next one
And go to the next one. Yes.
to make our strips.
Yes. And then once we get our strips, when we're joining our strips, we'll be able to just work all the way across.
Right.
Or
But-
up and down, basically. But
Right. But
yeah.
joining these together, we won't be able to.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Which,
So
there would be, I mean, we're going to do it the way they're telling us, but there would be an easier way to do it. If you wanted to, you could put 4 together according to the layout, and you know what I mean?
you could, yeah.
But we'll just do it the way they're saying.
Yeah. All right. So we're joining here in our corner.
Now, that brings me back to my first
The
question, because
original question.
because we're going into the front loops only. So are we going to join for our first join? Are we going into the chain space, or are we going into the front loop of one of the chains?
I don't know.
I think we should go into the front loop of the chain.
Well, that's kind of what it's telling us to do when we encounter the other chains. So that would make sense, I suppose.
Okay, so we got bad side and bad side together. So we got front loop here.
Front loop and front loop.
Now, when they say front loop, when you're doing bad side to bad side together, they don't mean the loop that's closest to you on that back one. They mean the one that's furthest away from you. So it would be the front loop as you were looking at it from the good side. Does that make sense?
It is the loop closest to us.
On the one that's facing you,
Okay, so how did you put your squares together? Did you put?
I've got my bad side and my bad side.
Out or in?
In. My bad sides are in.
Your bad sides are in. So you're looking at the front of your square.
Correct. So now I'm going into this front loop.
So the front loop is closest to us.
Correct. On the right. But on the other square, it's going to be the one that's farthest away from you.
Right.
It's going to be your front loop.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. I said that really
That's okay.
confusing.
No, I was like,
huh? What is she saying?
What?
So I'm gonna join that with just a standing single crochet, since we're doing single crochets rather than slip stitching.
I lost the end of my yarn.
Okay.
I lost the yarn. The whole thing just fell.
Oh man.
I know. I'm like, wait, where'd you go? Where did you go?
Set up. Okay, I'm getting too crazy there. Okay, so then that does make that next loop look a little bit hidden. And I went, because our corner was a chain 2 space, or a chain 2, I went into the second chain, not the.
Oh yeah. So then the next thing we're doing is actually a stitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Next one is actually a stitch. So then we're going, closest loop to furthest loop.
Correct.
And just do a single crochet.
And so that's pretty easy.
Yeah. And that's how you join the whole thing.
Okay. So
of course, now I'm trying to get my tail end in here too and find.
I didn't even mess with that.
So I'm doing that too. So it's getting a little more hairy here, but
this might be okay. This color, it's neutral enough.
Okay.
Oops, did I miss? No. That might be okay.
And these are little, now they feel like little stitches. I haven't done this in a while.
Well, it feels, I have been sitting here. Jeff put away all of my, you know how my living room is always full of my projects that I'm working on.
Yes.
So Jeff put everything in a box and put it away for Christmas morning, because
yeah,
we didn't want that all over the living room, and we needed space. So the only thing left on my table over here was a doily tablecloth that I have been working on.
Oh.
So I've been working with crochet thread.
Yeah. So you're kind of used to the small.
So I'm kind of used to the small.
Yeah. I've been using worsted weight doing a sweater. And
what sweater are you working on?
It is an Evelyn and Peters sweater.
What kind of yarn are you using?
It's not hometown. It's Heartland.
Heartland.
The
Oh,
heart.
that's right. Yeah, you were talking
Yeah.
about that
It's
before.
super soft.
It is.
I like it. I have the back panel, one front panel done, and almost the second front panel. So
Well,
I'm getting there.
I did end up getting my Magnus cardigan done for my friend Sarah, and she absolutely loved it. And so did my friend Susie when she saw it. So now she wants one too.
Of course. That's what happens when you start
Yep.
to show. So this is really, really ridgy when you do this.
Yes,
It's
it is.
definitely making a real
A
ridge.
ridge. Yep, for sure. We'll get a little bit of depth and dimension with this. Oh, come on.
Definitely a little trickier to find the one on your back square.
Yes.
Okay, so do we have a chain? We have a chain here.
Yeah, we got it. 2 chains, I think. I think that's a chain 2.
I
Is
think it's
it?
just a 1.
Is it? Oh, well, I've been treating it as a chain 2, so I hope I don't.
Why, are you that far?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Here's Angie, the speed crocheter again.
Although I'm having a hard time. That tip was correct. I am having a hard time getting it. It did close up that next stitch. I'm having a hard time getting my hook in there. It's just this yarn is a little splitty too.
It is. I'm just really slow at this. This is going to take me forever.
Oh my gosh, I know. Can you imagine how many we have? This is going to be quite the homework assignment this week.
This is going to take, I'm not going to get it done.
You know what else we need to talk about, and it's a good time to talk about it so that we can get our yarn in order. But we need to talk about what we're going to do next.
Yes, we do.
Because we're supposed to do those scarves, but that was my fault.
But you know what? I had a partner and we did one.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh. That person is in the chat. She made one too. I made one and she made one.
Who did it with you?
Sue.
Oh, that's awesome. How did they turn out?
They're very cute. The booty is weird.
Is it?
Yeah. But I had to do mine. I had to do one part of mine twice, the end of it. I had to do it twice because it wasn't coming out right. And then Sue got to that point and she's like, what am I supposed to do here? I'm like, let me help you out. I figured it out. Because you do this little toe and you want to pull the toe in, to curl up.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to do something a little special.
I saw the most interesting scarf that I would like to try. But I don't know, how we could, this is just throwing it out there. I believe I saw it on Ravelry. Oh, I know what I wanted to do next, and I forgot to send it to you. That shawl, I know. Remember I told you I saw a beautiful shawl on Ravelry?
I kind of remember. Sure.
And I was going to send it to you and I didn't because I can't remember anything these days. But we could do a shawl, or we could there's this neat scarf pattern. I don't know if you've seen these, but it's you have one end of the scarf has slits in it, and then you take the other end of the scarf and pull it through those slits, and it kind of bunches up.
Huh. Oh, Linda, you made that scarf too? Oh, cool. All right. So, hello, Lee. Hello, Karen. So now we're there. We've done our two squares together.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, I thought you said you were done.
I said I was almost done. But
okay.
But then I had a hard time.
I thought you were way ahead of me.
Then I had a hard time with that one stitch. I kept splitting my yarn.
Yeah. So then when you get to the end, you're only going to do one
chain.
in the corner.
Yep. And then fasten off.
And fasten those off.
And how did you work out stitch count wise?
I came out perfect.
So did I. I was so excited.
Not, right?
Okay. And that makes quite a ridge, doesn't it?
I told you, yeah. It's quite up there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite ridgy.
So that's what we have. We have this ridge right here up the middle of our... Okay. Well, that's the first one.
So then when we get to... So I see what they're saying now. When we get our next strip put together, when we get to this part right here, you're going to chain one to jump that.
Yes. So you'll put a stitch on this side, a chain one, and then a stitch on the other side of that corner. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. That's how I'm thinking we're doing it. All right. So our next square is gates. And gates goes next to leaves.
Now, which one is gates? You might have to help me.
And my gates is the one that I don't have blocked.
Oh, I think gates is this one. Right? Is it the really holy one?
Yeah, that's your gates.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one is quite a bit smaller.
I know.
I
know. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens.
I am too. Yeah.
And see if it stretches it.
We'll see what happens here.
So, oh, man. Yeah, it's tiny.
I know.
And I took a picture this morning.
Oh, actually, I have one that's bigger. I must
have really?
Because I went up a hook size.
Oh.
This was my first one.
Yeah, mine are all.
And then I went up a hook size, and it got bigger.
This one might be a tad bigger. Let's go with that one.
With the
oh, goodness.
Okay, so we're doing bad side to bad side.
Yeah. Start in your corner again and do your... How did I get a knot in this?
This yarn is so difficult to work with from the ball.
Seriously, how do I have a knot? Yes.
And then I've got the gift of a Christmas cold.
I was going to say, you sound like you got a cold.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's one of those, I'm not coughing or snotty or anything. It's just very, very, like pressure, like sinusy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just what you needed, huh?
Yes. Oh, Maritza's here.
Is she really?
She is.
Hello, Maritza. I take it you're off work today?
Everybody's off for the holidays. Well, not everybody. My kids, Emily and Maddie, both had to work all week.
But Nate's home.
Nate's home and Jeff's home. Yep.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Nate gets what, 2 weeks off?
His last day was last Wednesday, and then he goes back on Tuesday. So almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. I was surprised when I was talking to Sue. She was talking about how everybody there only gets a week. And I'm like, what?
How?
Why do you only get a week? Why do the kids only get a week?
Yeah. Now they're talking about in Nate's school district, and I don't know if this is final yet, but they're talking about switching to year-round school.
Oh, our district's talked about that forever. They haven't done it yet.
I hope they don't. I think Nate graduates in 2027, I believe. And I think they talked about doing the conversion in 2026.
Like, okay, well, can you wait? One more.
Just one more year.
One more would be good.
Yep.
Then I don't have to deal with it.
So Nate did you have a good Christmas? Did you get everything you wanted?
Not everything. Like I said, I didn't get a steamer.
Oh.
No, but okay, is there 2 chains? There's 2 chains.
Yes.
On the blue
2
here.
chains, yes.
Yeah. 2 chains on the blue.
But you didn't get coal, so that's good.
I did get coal though.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all got coal here. Everybody,
Oh,
you know, the little bags of coal.
yes.
Yeah.
Nate actually got coal this year too, except Nate got 40 pounds of coal.
Oh, for his forge.
Yes, for his coal forge.
All right.
He got that, and then he also got, and we've got to do some more research into this before they can get started on it. He got a crucible.
A what?
A crucible. Is
Like,
that what? Am I saying the right thing?
is that like, I don't
It's for
know.
It's for like smelting metal, like for
It's
doing.
like is that like a bowl? No,
It's
that's a
actually like a
mortar.
big burn. It's like a big burner, and you melt like ores in it, and then you can mold them. So, like for making the hilts to his knives and stuff like that.
Okay, this all sounds very complicated.
Yeah, him and Jeff are really into this knife making.
Oh, you're going to try some mosaic overlay crochet. Okay, Maritza.
Oh, Maritza,
First of
that
all,
sounds fun.
wow.
I'm trying that too, Maritza. And it's very bulky. It makes it very thick, the mosaic overlay. Your project ends up very thick.
Well, it should be very warm then, huh?
Yes.
Hopefully it's something you can wear in the winter. Yeah, this is trickier than the first one because sometimes you got chains on one side and not on the other side, and then
Mm-hmm.
you don't have chains, and then you do have chains. Oh, this is going to take a while.
I got 2 gift certificates or gift cards from Joann's.
Nice.
Yes, they're burning a hole right in my wallet.
I bet they are.
But I was a little disappointed because 2 years ago, when my Joann's cards, they had an amazing day after Christmas yarn sale.
Okay.
And I got all that big twist yarn for $1.25 a set.
I have been ignoring all of those notifications, by the way. All those emails, ignore.
Well, this year they didn't have any big day after Christmas sale.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna wait until they have a good sale.
Yeah, I have ignored any emails about sales and yarns and this and that. Now I am looking forward to New Year's Eve because
what's happening New Year's Eve?
Bad Sheep Yarn, one of my favorite new
That is one of your favorites. Yes.
hand-dyed yarn. They're coming out with a limited edition colorway.
Ooh.
And it is black light yarn. It will glow under black light.
Oh.
And the colorway they have is called Glow Stick. It's beautiful.
So is it all like neons?
The base is like a yellow, and it has a lot of purple and pink specks in it and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they're doing a crochet-along after the first of the year. And it only takes 2 hanks of yarn.
Okay.
And you want one that's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? One that's pretty solid. I've just done this all wrong. Okay, great.
So do you know, is it a mystery crochet-along, or do you know
No.
what you're going to be making?
No, we already know what we're making.
What is it?
It's called the Dottie Cowl.
Oh.
I really did this all wrong. That was great, Mindy.
You did the whole thing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
How did you manage that?
I wasn't paying attention, and I was going in the front loop first. I mean the back loop. I was going in my back loop on the front piece. So my front loop. Dang it all. Oh well. What can I say?
Oh, Maritza said she's been bad with not buying yarn, but good with not buying DPs.
I have been good about not buying anything.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. That's
I
not like
know.
you.
I
That's not
know.
like you at all.
I know. I have bought one diamond painting, one, and um, no yarn, no yarn.
That's awesome. Well, I have been, well, because I was on my Christmas
Hiatus.
hiatus. So, yes. So, this month's paycheck, which just came,
Oh, lucky for you.
no. It has, because, well, I kind of spent it in advance.
Oh, well,
So, it's gone already. It was Christmas. So, but I have to wait all the way till January until I can start buying Krafts stuff again.
oh dear.
I know. I know.
It's a long.
That's why that Joanne's gift card is burning a hole in my wallet, because I haven't bought anything for myself in so long.
That's a long drought.
It is a really long drought. Really long drought. Okay, so I've got my North Star, my leaves, and my gates. The next one is flower. And I think my flower is my flower my pink one or my purple one?
Mine is. Hang on. Mine is pink. Mine is my pink one. So
Is it the one with these? Oh no, this is berries, isn't
it
it?
looks like this with the 4 petals in the middle.
4 petals in the middle.
Yeah, like this. Can you see it? See it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine doesn't look as pretty as yours. Did I screw mine up? Yours looks really pretty. Mine doesn't look that pretty. Maybe you just chose better colors.
I don't know. Mine are blocked too, so maybe they're stretched out better.
Hi, Francesca.
Francesca's hanging out.
Yes, she is.
Thanks for stopping, Lee.
So yeah. So what are you thinking, Mindy, that you would like to do for our next project?
I have no idea.
Does anybody out there have any suggestions for what we could do for what you would like to do for our next project?
There you go. Ask the people.
Ask the people. I wish I could put a link to the. Let's see if I can find. I can't. Shoot.
Okay, where is it? And what is it? And maybe I can find
Ravelry. And I can't get into. I got Jeff's iPad here for the pattern, and let's see if I can if I can remember my login, because I think it's
if you can't, I've got it.
oh yeah, you've got my Ravelry login, don't you?
I do. That's funny. We're telling our secrets now.
Right. Let's see. Oh, I remembered.
Oh, yay. Look at that. I know we have so many things saved that when you have to actually physically remember what something is, it's like,
let's see, was this a free one? It was. I thought this was I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I thought that this was a very pretty sweater.
Oh, it is very pretty. It's got holies in it.
It is, yes. It does have holies in it. And that's a free one from it's on the Lion Brand website.
Okay.
But then I want to show you, what I really want to show you is this gorgeous shawl. And I've been kind of itching to make a shawl lately because I haven't made one in quite a while. Where is it? I can't remember what it was called. So, now that's the Clausiana. Oh, here it is. Lost in Time.
Well, I'm lost in time.
And it is a free pattern. It's very similar to that Clausiana shawl but that one's not free, but this one is free. I wish there was a better picture of it. But it's a fancy shawl. It's a triangle shawl.
Oh, that is pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? Now people have done it in, a single color also.
I've been saying we need to do something like fancy, like the knitters get.
Like, isn't that just gorgeous?
Yeah, it is very pretty.
Should we do this next?
What did they make that with?
I will tell you in just 1 second. Wait, let's see. I'm trying to find even a better picture. They made it with sheep-jeez.
Oh, there you go.
Either sheep-jeez sun-kissed katona, secret garden, or sheep-jeez whirl. But any fingering weight yarn. It is.
I was going to say it's going to be. Yeah, it would have.
But it's going to make it drape so beautifully.
That is the only way that you get shawls to look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is you got to use fingering weight yarn.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it is a free pattern. On it's Mijo. I don't know if you pronounce it Mijo or Miho. Miho crochet. It's called the Lost in Time shawl. I think we should do this. I think it's gorgeous.
It is very pretty. And now, how many colors did they use?
Like the ones that are done in that whirl.
Is that a cake that
is like a cake that changes colors?
Okay.
So you could do that, or you could. I'm just trying to grab because I have a thing sitting here, but of course I can't reach it. Oh goodness. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's a red heart. I'm gonna kill myself trying to reach.
Don't do that.
I know. I like to have things at my fingertips, and
they're not at your fingertips.
Oh, here's one of my other little circles. Look at how wavy that guy was.
Oh man, that one's really bad.
I know.
Oh, Maritza found it.
Oh, good. Did she link it?
I can't go to it there because then I'll lose you guys. Can I go to it on my phone though? Is my question. Can I go?
Okay. It's Red Heart. Red Heart. What is that called? It's a fingering weight cotton that drapes really nicely that I've made a shawl with before, and it's a color changing. Does anybody know?
I can't watch my video on my phone. That's interesting.
So what do you guys think? Would anybody like to make that? Oh, Melinda says a scarf. Well, that's kind of like a scarf.
It's kind of like a scarf.
Let's see if I can find that other weird scarf. It's not really weird, but it's interesting. I think I saved it. Because this is the Klazania shawl that I made with that Alizé but this is a paid pattern.
Yeah, we can't.
But it's similar. That the Lost in Time shawl is similar to this.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give up on this thing.
Oh, I want to show Maritza this. She was talking about doing the overlay crochet. I also really love this pattern. It's a overlay crochet. Isn't that beautiful? Afghan?
What?
Yes. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's an Afghan?
Yes. And it's a mosaic overlay. This one is really pretty. They did it in a variegated.
So I am about to attempt this for the third time.
Why?
Do you really want to know? Do you really, 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 really want to know what I did?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, this time I realized I had my square backwards.
Oh, no.
I had front to back, not backs to backs.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess that other scarf wasn't...
A free one?
Oh, Dreamer, I've done the Sophie's Universe Afghan. It was not... It was fun. It was fun.
You have done one?
Yes. Lots of ends to weave in. I did it, man, a couple of years ago.
You know, you can buy a book for that.
Oh, Jennifer, I'm sorry. I didn't see your question. Let me go back and find that. The Sophie's Universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy an actual book
Mm-hmm.
of the pattern and stuff.
Let me find it. If you ever want a challenge, anybody ever wants a challenge, you should make this. It's called Thea. And it's like a man.
What in the world?
Yeah. I have attempted it several times and have given up.
Is it worse than the Frankenblanket?
Yes. Uh-huh. Let me see though. I'm gonna find that for Jennifer, that one. I don't remember what it was called.
Well, I'm having a challenge right now, just doing some single crocheting some squares together. I mean,
Jennifer, it's called A Midsummer's Night's Dream by Svetlana Rogatic. Roga. Well, maybe you can see that. That's what it is. Midsummer.
I can't. I don't even know. I don't even know how that's done.
I really want to do it. Let me download the pattern and see. Oh, okay. So you can either do it in the round or row by row. So you can do it mosaic in the round or interlocking row by row, or mosaic row by row, or interlocking in the round. There's like a million PDF files in the pattern. Oh. But I'm in love with this cardigan. I can't wait to make this cardigan. This one is it's called the Lola cardigan.
Hello, Molly.
And it is brioche crochet. Whoops, I can't even get it in the screen. Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty. I've never attempted that either. I have not attempted any of these fancy things, you know?
You should. It's so fun.
Well, I know. I don't crochet as much as I don't get a lot of crochet done. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I don't get a lot done either. I just do a lot of starting.
You do a lot of starting. See, and that would drive me insane. I couldn't do that.
It's ridiculous, Mindy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I know. I can't do that.
Well, I wish I didn't.
I need to finish things.
No, I'm not a finisher. I'm a starter.
I know that about you.
I'm a starter, serial starter in everything, not just diamond paintings, everything.
Yeah. And I like to finish. I like to finish stuff. I could make another comment here, but I'll refrain.
Go ahead.
You know, it's not good unless you finish. It's just...
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't think anybody could really argue with that.
No, probably not. Probably not.
But it really drives me crazy if I have things sitting around that aren't done. It really it does. Like, remember our sweaters that we made with that lacy, you know?
Yes, yes, we made them in the spring. They were
Yeah,
short sleeve.
mine
Yes.
is not done. And all it needs, I think, is like the edging or something, and it'll
Mm.
be finished.
Mm-hmm.
And
You were on a roll there for a while finishing stuff
I
up.
was. They were all small little projects. And that one would be easy to finish as well because there's not much to do on it. It's actually on my short list of things to do.
I've still got that color lab cal that I
Right.
started last year that I haven't finished either.
Yeah. And how about Espirito?
Yeah, I haven't finished that one either.
Right. See, that would just drive me nuts. I
I'll
can't.
get back to him.
I
I'll get back
know.
to him someday.
I gotta finish stuff. So I want to finish that sweater. The sweater I'm working on right now, I've been pretty religious about it. I did take a minute out to do that little elf scarf.
Uh-huh.
That did not take long. I mean, I did that, believe it or not, for me, I did it in about a day, day and a half.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I took some time out to do that, but I've been working religiously on that sweater, and it does take some time to do it. I don't know why it's taking so long, but it is. I mean, it's 3 panels, and then you make sleeves, and then you make pockets.
You know what gets me about sweaters is I hate that you have to make 2 sleeves. It really annoys me that you got to make 2 of everything.
Well, yeah.
Like that's why I hate making mittens and slippers because
You have to make another
you
one,
got to make another one. Yeah.
and you just don't want to make another one, huh?
Right. If I don't want to do something I've already done.
Well, you kind of have to,
I know.
or you're screwed.
Unless you're one-handed, then you're
This is
okay.
true.
Or one-footed.
It reminds me of Jenny, though. Jenny has told that story how many times about her one sock she made. She made one like crocheted sock or something, and she never made another one. I was like, okay.
Speaking of that, I didn't finish my crocheted socks.
What?
That we made together.
You didn't?
No, because remember I had to my ankle or my ankle was too tight. I never fixed it.
Okay. I have my socks done. I will say that. My socks.
Have you worn your socks?
No.
Why not?
I don't know what I'm wearing them with.
Oh.
I don't know what to wear them with. How's that? I can't like wear them with shoes, I don't think.
I've got another sock pattern in my Ravelry that I wanted to try because remember I bought that sock yarn on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
When we went.
Found a cool sock pattern too. Look at, you want to see something that's really okay? Look at this. This is crazy. This is my blue square against my pink square. Look at this.
It's nuts.
Look how much smaller this thing is.
I know. You know, I'm actually kind of, because I didn't do any blocking at all here, I'm actually surprised because when I looked at these laying out, they look so disproportionately sized from one another. But as I'm putting them together, they don't look too bad.
Oh, I can tell for sure this blue one.
I might just shoot this and not block at all.
So like, look at this though. I mean, you can tell. See if I can get it in camera good enough for you.
Let me finish this one and then I'll show you how mine look.
Yeah, because I can definitely tell. See how the blue is pulling up here at the bottom of the green?
Oh yeah, it's a little like cinched.
Yeah, I can definitely tell it needed to, Now, when I do the next row on the top, it will pull this up. But right now, I can really tell how it's pulling, and I don't like it. But this is like hugely different. So I'm definitely going to finish blocking the rest of these.
I might not. You know what I might do? I
But
might, in classic Angie fashion, just so I have something that I can consider finished, I might put them all together and then just try to stretch them out, stretch them out. They
well,
don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. And I think once I look at my little row here does not look too terrible.
no, and I think probably the difference is right now that you haven't blocked any of yours.
Right.
Yeah, and so mine that I have blocked some.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I have blocked some and not others. That's where my issues come in.
Exactly.
Where it's really noticeable.
Really noticeable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some are blocked and some are not.
Okay, so let me get out of here and try to get back to my. Uh-oh, now I lost my pattern.
Okay.
There we go. I got it. I'm back. I gotta find my placement so I know what comes next.
Oh, are you done with that one?
Yeah. So I got my North Star.
Your next one is berries.
Gates. Berries. Is berries my Dingle Ball one? Or is that
no? Hang on. Berries.
Oh, berries is my pink one. Yes. Yep. Berries is the pink one. Okay. Oh, and this is my one that's really big. So this one might look a little funky. I might redo these ones and I don't know.
Buds is Buds the Dingle Bally one?
Yeah, Buds must be the Dingle Balls. Yeah, look at putting these two next to one another. Look at the size difference.
Yeah, the rusty colored one is much larger.
Much larger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should even attempt to join those.
Like I said, when I just did this blue one, I was like, ooh, my blue one is small. Blue one is small.
Oh, I want to look at, I'm going to just get off of here for a second because I want to see what Maritza's making.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. If I go look, then I lose everything.
Oh, that's so cool. That's what Maritza's making.
Oh, what is that? Is it
It's a blanket?
Okay, I was going to say, is it a blanket?
It is.
Large shawl.
No, it's definitely a blanket. What color or what kind of Karen cake are you using, Maritza? Purple and a Karen cake.
So you're using like a solid purple? Use a solid yarn and then
I don't think I showed everyone the skirt that I made for Maddie. I whipped up a long skirt for Maddie.
No, you did not.
Out of this Premier Coffee Shop yarn, which I really like. It's like a 80 it's a DK weight, it's a roving style, and it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. And it's called the Amalfi skirt. I'll show you guys but it's like a long flowy skirt. And it turned out so good. I'm going to make one for myself.
You got a picture of that one?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now. Oh, no, not that I made, or not that I took of the one I made.
So. Oh, not Maddie's.
No, I didn't take a picture because I'm an idiot. I don't know why It's a Lion brand. It's what are their free downloadable patterns stuff. But that's what it looks like. Isn't that cute?
Oh yeah. Did it turn out all like stripy like that?
Yes, it turned out awesome. It turned out really, really good. So I'm going to make one for myself. It just has like a drawstring waist. Turned out perfect. They used mandala yarn in it, but I don't know. 3 different colors of mandala yarn.
Yeah, I was going to say theirs is very stripy.
Yeah. But this with this subtle color changes in this coffee shop yarn, it and they're like nice earthy colors. It turned out really nice.
I'm going to work on with my one advent that I have 24 days on a full skein. I'm going to do a little blanket. It's like just a little ripply blanket.
Oh, okay.
You just use each of your little mini skeins and I think you can get like 4 rows maybe. And then there's a main color because I have a full skein.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little break in between them with the main color and then do the next color. But I got a lot of winding to do.
That skirt was a little bit weird because you have the way you do the increases to make it flowy, you know what I mean, to make it like an A-line dress or whatever. Your increase rounds were really confusing. There was a lot of math involved.
I don't like to math.
Yeah, there was a lot of math involved on that one.
Why do we have to math?
Are you using this lavender color at all in your blanket?
No.
No, this one is another color that was very, very thin.
My thin one was the peach. That was the only one that was real thin. So weird.
It is weird.
I can tell as I'm getting to the end of this row, I'm really stretching this blue.
Uh-huh.
I'm really stretching it to get it to go to the end of the pink, you know?
Yep.
Like, come on, baby, stretch.
You can.
That is the only one I'm doing before blocking it. I'm not doing any that aren't blocked after this.
Well, none of mine are blocked, but
yeah, I know. Mm.
We're just gonna hide this. It'll be
I think it's probably better off that you're not
all or nothing.
Yeah, right.
Half and half.
Exactly. Yeah. All or nothing. You got it. Mine are half. Well, I'm more than halfway. When I get over here to buds, I'm going to see how dry buds is. Or is it buds or, yeah, it's buds, isn't it?
Yeah, buds.
The really bumpy one.
Yeah.
How are you liking your joining color?
I'm okay with it. How are liking your...
Whoops, I just pulled the wrong way.
Oh, man.
I was at the end, and instead of pulling my yarn through, I pulled it out. Whoops.
Oh, no. How many stitches did you unravel?
2.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Like, whoops. Wrong way, wrong way. Retreat, retreat.
So I'm a little bit, I've been working on this. I told you I was working on a tablecloth.
Oh, that big thing? No, that's the bedspread.
Oh, that's a bedspread, yeah. I haven't worked on my bedspread in quite a while.
Christopher, my curse continues. What are you cursing?
This is my tablecloth. So it's supposed to be, and it's quite large. It's supposed to be 52 inches when it's finished. So that's the center, and then it goes out.
I hats off to you. I can't imagine doing that.
So, but I don't think it's going to be 52 inches. And I'm using the same weight that she used and the same hook size, but I think that I just must be doing it a lot tighter.
You're not getting the size that she did?
No, it's definitely not going to be 52 inches. It's going to end up probably being more for like one of those, small round end table. My gosh, my brain, I tell you, I couldn't do table. That rather than like a kitchen table, because it's definitely not going to be 52 inches.
Right. Wow.
Oops, I took my hook with me. Darn it. Get back here.
And back to squares that are the same size.
I got off of my chat somehow.
So much nicer.
Oh, Christopher's here. Hi, Christopher.
Christopher was playing not nice earlier today in the Christmas elves chat.
Oh, I've been so bad at chat or at anything. I haven't been online. I haven't done anything.
Yeah, he was giving Maritza a hard time, so I hope she gets him back. Get him. Get him.
Coffee brickle Caron big cakes. Ooh, that sounds nice. Had to look back and see what Maritza had said for her yarn on her blanket. Fiber and thread people. Yep, you are surrounded.
You're in it now, Christopher.
Watch out! I might break out my latest cross stitch project and show
Oh
you
Lord.
that.
Oh Lord.
That's where Mindy draws the line.
I do. Yep, I draw the line there. As a matter of fact, some company, I don't know, seven great or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They keep sending me emails wanting me to get stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't do that.
I've done a few companies for cross stitch stuff, but I found that I don't know. How much of it, I've just got so much of it these days.
Well, I know. I get that. Doesn't stop me from getting more diamond painting stuff from them, though. I like the diamond painting stuff. I just keep collecting.
You know what? I'm in desperate need of special drills.
Ah, come over.
I know. I've totally depleted my supply of special drill projects.
So has Brandy.
Well, and what has happened is because my mother-in-law really enjoys doing them.
Can you give those to her?
Yeah, so I give her all my special drills.
Christopher, are yours depleted? I bet you Christopher's aren't either.
It's one thing that I never thought I would run out of because I had so many.
Right, Christopher? I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't want any of those. What? Sean? Don't know if you're blocked. If we can see this, take care. Why would you think you were blocked? Have you been commenting?
Mandy, Sean's blocked?
I don't think so. I see her now. Have you been commenting though?
But that's funny because I'm a moderator and I haven't seen anything like asking for permission or anything.
I haven't seen any comments from you, Sean, until now.
That's weird.
You're not blocked. We see you. We see you.
I didn't even know Sean was here.
I didn't either until I just saw that.
YouTube can do funny things sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. I've done cross stitch. I've done cross stitch. It's just not anything I like to do any longer.
It's funny. I go through spurts. I go through, just spurts of really enjoying it, and then I'll not touch it for a couple years, and then I'll really enjoy it again. And
yeah, it's more fiddly for me. You gotta count.
It is fiddly.
You gotta count a lot.
It is fiddly. Well, unless you get the pre-stamped one.
True. And then you gotta thread needles, and you gotta.
Well, that's why you get needle threaders.
You gotta have all them threads around, and you gotta organize threads, and
I have a whole little box of needle threaders here.
Yeah, I'm just not into any of that anymore. That just doesn't sound fun anymore. So I gave it up.
I actually just started a new one.
I do have a bunch of projects downstairs that I had finished, but
this one is going to take me a million years to ever finish. But isn't it cool?
Oh, well, it is pretty, the train and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It's Santa, but it's a full coverage and it's 16 count, and it's going to take forever.
See, I never really did anything on, I don't know, different counts and different fabrics and all that stuff. My extent was a different color.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of Christopher, okay, I have something really cool that I came across. Um, that's new to me, craft that I'm really excited to order and try out. So I'm going to be trying something new too, and I'm not going to tell anybody what it is
I'm
until I
not
get it.
telling.
Not telling until I get it.
Not telling.
But I had never seen it before, and it looks really neat.
I don't know anything about the different sizes of the things and what's good and what's not. I mean, mine was all just like on just regular Ada, you know.
Yeah, I prefer stitching on Ada actually. But you got like, you know, you can go anywhere from 11 count up to you know, I don't know how high Ada goes, but then once it gets to a certain, then you're stitching over 2 holes rather
I've
than
never done
over
that
1.
either. I've never done that.
But then you can, you know, then you've got linen and even weave and
Yeah, I hear people. I hear them. Yes, I had to tell that seven great or whoever they were.
16
No,
count is not big, Sue. 16 count is little. 11 count is big. 11 count means there's 11 count is the biggest you can get in cross stitch. So that means that there's 11 holes per inch. So the standard is usually like 14 count. 16 count is kind of is on the smallish side. I've actually done a project in 40 count, which is
why?
uh
Why?
well,
Why would you do that?
because I didn't know any better.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why? Why would
Yeah,
you do?
because I ordered this pattern and the sample was stitched on 40 count linen. So I thought, okay, well, if the sample was stitched on 40 count linen, that's what I'll order. And so I did, and I got it. And even with my magnifying glasses, I had a really hard time. So I scrapped that 40 count linen and I got a 32 count instead.
And 32 made a big difference?
Yes, because
It doesn't seem like that it's that much bigger.
it made a big difference. 32 count linen is the same as 16 count Ada.
Email about something coming up in February. What?
What?
What? What do we got coming up in February? And who's it from? What am I missing? I want to check your email about something coming up.
Oh, I know what it is. It's something that you and I just talked about before we went live. I bet. Oh, I hope it is.
Oh. Oh.
Mindy, I'm so excited.
Now I'm getting the check your Facebook Messenger. Oh.
I told
you. Yes. Yes. Yes, Marissa. Or Marissa. Yes, Marissa. All right. Angie and I got this figured out. We know what we want to do, don't we, Angie?
Yep. Road trip. Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Oh, boy. I've never done it.
I'm driving.
What?
I'm driving.
There was no doubt in my mind, Angie. No doubt in my mind that he would drive. In case you guys don't know it, Angie drives every place we go.
I always drive, yeah.
She drives everywhere we go because she likes to drive.
I do.
And I'm like, okay, I can navigate. I'm a good navigator. That is my typical position is I'm in the, navigation seat.
So what you're saying is that when you and I are together, we have typical positions?
We what?
We have typical positions when we're
We
together.
do. We have typical positions.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I didn't
All right.
think we were sharing that.
Well, you know, it's been a day for sharing some secrets. We shared one
Yeah.
already. Okay, this is a little damp, but I'm going with it.
Yeah, you might as well. I
I
don't
mean,
think it's going to hurt anything.
look at how much bigger it is. This was my smallest square of all. Can you see this? This was the smallest one of all. And now look at it.
Wow.
Just from blocking it. And look, you can still tell how small the blue one is. Look at the blue one. See how much smaller the blue is?
Mm-hmm.
Look,
My white one here, yeah, is that your bud or your buds?
Yeah, that's bud. This is buds.
Yeah.
My bumpy one.
Yes, Michelle and Marissa, thank you guys for popping in.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
So it's the No Frills Retreat in Texas.
In Texas, yes.
I was on the wait list. I guess I'm not on the wait list anymore.
So let me ask you this question, Michelle, if you're still here. Did you are you persevering with the Franken blanket, or have you given up?
Oh yeah, she's the one that's doing the Franken
yes,
blanket
Michelle's
too.
doing the Franken blanket.
And you have met her at the retreat, correct?
Oh yes, several times. Yep. I love Michelle.
That retreat is in February. It's February something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, February something. I'll have to get all that info.
Yep.
Nope, she gave up.
She gave, yes. Yeah.
Nope.
Look at Michelle, how I started on my other one because I started the brown one a million times and I couldn't get it to lay flat. So I thought I would do the one with the cotton yarn, and I was doing good until I got right here, and now it's wonky again. And I'm so frustrated. I have like so many hours worth of work into this stupid thing.
You know, you could always take it out to the point where it's good and just do something else with it.
Well, that's the thing is, that yarn, I just need to find a different pattern to use that yarn on.
Yeah, you got a bunch of yarn for it.
I've got a bunch of yarn for it.
Mm-hmm. That's the part.
I'm not gonna let it get the better of me. I will persevere. I will win. I will win.
Okay, now that was tricky. This was tricky. Let me show you what I just did.
I know exactly what you're talking about. These get twisty right here, don't they?
No.
Oh.
This is what I did.
Oh.
I got my squares back to back and I'm ready to go. And I grabbed my corner and I did my first stitch in my corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow I managed to put my stitch through both corners of my square here.
Oh no.
I have attached the front and the back to the other square. Oh
Lord. Yeah, 22nd. Yep, 22nd through the 25th.
Okay, you get out of my way. Let me try that again. At least I only got one stitch in, right?
Right.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with my whole row.
I'm just starting the last one because I did one 3 times. So.
Got it.
I did one of my squares 3 times. Mm-hmm. That's me.
Like I said, I think as I move on in connecting my future squares so that I'm not left with all of these ends that I've got to weave in at the end, I'm not going to do it in strips. I'm going to do it in clusters so I can go around the whole square. You know what I mean? As long as I follow the layout, what difference does it make?
You know, you can do whatever you like.
Thank you for permission. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably keep doing this because then you just have one big long line to do to put the rows together.
Right, but then you've got to sew in all of these ends. You got to weave in all these ends. You know how I feel about weaving in ends.
I'm going over some of mine.
Oh, I didn't do that. Or maybe, see, and Jeff's got this new thing about weaving in ends. He'll only do it if they're gifts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you tell him it's a gift.
I could, yes.
You could just tell him it's a gift.
That's a good idea, Michelle.
I'm going to give it away to somebody eventually. Right?
Oh, Michelle, you're on block 4 of this one. Cool.
Oh, you're working on this? Yeah, I saw her comment about the 13,000 yards of yarn or something.
Well, Michelle, I ordered it twice. I got it in the blue colorway and the brown colorway. So I've got double the yarn.
And so you're saying they're different yarns. One of them was acrylic and one was cotton.
One was cotton. Yeah, one of them is this is
the blue one is
drops, the drops saffron, which is 100% cotton. And then the other one is the Style Craft Special DK, which is 100% acrylic, premium acrylic. Yeah.
This is one of the most tedious things I've done.
Yeah, it wasn't too much fun.
It's not too much fun. No.
Not too much.
It's definitely not like just crocheting and having a good old time and making progress. I mean,
yes, Francesca, we are excited to meet you too. Well, Mindy's already met you, but I haven't.
Right. I know. Angie and I are getting together on Tuesday.
Yep, to do some
plotting. Retreat planning for ours.
Yep.
It's
coming up quicker than you think.
I know. So we got things we got to get done. Yeah.
Yep. It's coming up quicker than you think. Yeah. It's go time. It's time to make some stuff happen.
Yep, it is. And that doesn't help when you split your yarn and you only get part of the loop, right? That's not fun.
Wow. Are we on a super huge delay?
I don't know why.
Because I'm watching the video and the video, I'm still working on it. In real life, my hands are.
Oh. You're going to go be responsible? That's no fun, Maritza.
No, but boo to responsibility.
That's no fun, right?
Especially, and I remember this, when I was working, as a kid growing up, the week between Christmas and New Year's is vacation week, right? But then when you grow up and you start working and you have to go to work that week, it seems completely unnatural.
Right.
It's like, it should be vacation for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was listening to Lindsay from the Yarn Garden this morning. She does a live on Fridays.
Uh-huh.
She was like, so good morning. It is some day in December between Christmas and New Year somewhere.
Yep.
I'm not certain where exactly. I'm not certain what the date is even. And she was talking about, being at work because she owns her own shop. But she's like, I kind of feel like I don't want to work. Nobody wants. All right,
everybody. So homework is to get everything connected.
Right.
And next week we will do our border.
You know what that means? That means I'm not going to get diddly squat done on my sweater because you're going to
be joining squares.
I'm going to be joining squares, which I'm not having a good time with. It's not fun.
And that also means we do have to come to a commitment about what our next project is.
Yes, we do. So people who are here who do the crochet-alongs with us that want to make the next project with us, give us some input. You can always put it as a comment after the live, and I'll see that, Input, what you'd like to work on. Angie had some lovely patterns there.
I really would like to do that shawl.
She had some awesome ideas.
Yes, it is a waste of a week. Yeah.
Well, then there's like my kid who has this fairly new job and really needs the work, and hasn't had work all week long.
Oh, yeah.
But he goes to work tomorrow. Of all things.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Call you on a Saturday when you don't work the rest of the entire week.
It's that was one of the nice things about working for a municipality is we got really good holidays. So like if Christmas Eve and Christmas Day fell on a Saturday and Sunday, we would get Friday and Monday off.
Yeah. Well, schools are the best, you know.
Well, yeah, schools are the best, definitely.
Schools are awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised to hear that there's schools that only have a week off, and I was like, "What? No."
Oh, Melinda voted for the shawl.
The shawl. We have one vote. One vote.
One vote.
Any other voters out there? So I got my first strip done. There we go. Beautiful. So you know what I'm going to do first, right?
My first strip is done.
I am going to weave in these ends first before I do anything else.
I'm going to wait until the very end of the project to weave in the ends.
So that means they won't get done?
Exactly. Because heaven forbid I should have a completed project.
Yeah, I'm going to weave in these before I start my next.
And I have to say, I was a little leery about my color choices. Jody helped me with my color choices. Where is Jody today? I don't know. But she helped me with my color choices.
It looks good.
Now that they're all together, I really like them.
Yeah, you have more, what do I want to say? Earthy tones.
Yes.
Except for your purple.
Yes. Well, and I could have gone with a different purple. I had some earthier purples. And
mine are all kind of more in the pastels. So I've got the peach, the light green, the blue, the pink, this darker purple, and this just coincidentally ends up next to the light purple here. It won't in the future, of course, but there you go. You should do a hat.
Oh, Jennifer and Linda both voted shawl too.
Shawl, 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 shawl.
Sue, we could do a hat in a day, man.
Sue just made a hat. Sue just made. She just made a hat. She knit a hat.
I am making the coolest hat right now. I wish I could show it to you. It's called, but I can't because it's not here. It's not within my reach. It's nowhere
near me.
Yeah, it's not within my reach. But it's called the lattice. Let me see if I can think of what it's called. Lattice something. It's from somebody's blog.
Oh, of course. Everybody's got blogs these days.
I know.
And all this stuff's on their blogs.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, Heart Hook Home is the name of this.
How do you come upon all these?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I just wondered.
That's not a very good picture. It's really a super cute hat. I wish I could.
6 rows left on today's cowl. Nice. Your clue for today. I still have to finish my Expression Arts year-long thing. I've got 2 months to do, and it's done. And they're going to do another one for 2024, another mystery Crochet-A-Long.
Oh, are they? What is this? Is it going to be a wearable?
I have no idea. They have not announced yet.
Well, it looks a lot like this one that somebody's selling on Etsy for $50.
Whoa.
Whoops, where did my picture go away? I don't know how well you can see that picture. But it's kind of like,
it's kind of like crisscrossies?
Yes. It looks just like lattice.
Lattice, okay. Is that what it's called, the lattice?
Yep, lattice.
That makes sense then. It's called lattice, looks like lattice. Not lettuce, lattice.
It's fun though. It's a fun pattern.
You get a lot of crochet done. Okay. You do a lot of crochet.
Yeah, I do.
You get things finished, but
yeah, I do.
But not nearly as much as you start.
Not as much as I start. Heck no. I've got I've got bins of half completed projects.
You have bins of half completed?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you go back at some point to finish those? Do you remember what they are?
I do.
You do? You remember what they are? Do you
Yes.
remember
The
what
hook
book?
size. No, I don't remember any of that crap.
Okay, so how do you finish them then?
Well, that's exactly what happened to me with this tablecloth. I haven't touched that tablecloth probably in 6 months. And like I said, there was nothing out here for me to work on because Jeff put all my stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only thing sitting here. So I grabbed it and I remembered.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So just a thought here. Instead of working on putting your yarn stash into Ravelry,
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I should put my projects into
you
Ravelry.
should probably put projects
yes.
in there.
That's a better idea, isn't it? That's definitely a better idea.
Right? Get your projects in there.
Yep. And you're right, Joe. And I have not diamond painted at all. I haven't been able to diamond paint at all since I've been sick. So that's all I can do really is crochet.
Mm-hmm. But then you'd remember all of your patterns, hook sizes,
yes,
yarns, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't do enough stuff to worry about it. I don't think. And
I wish I could show you. I don't know if Michelle's still here or not, but I'm almost finished with that. I'm on the second sleeve of that Swancho.
Oh, the one from
yes,
not MJ, but that group.
Yes, that group, the granny.
Yeah,
the granny group.
Yeah,
but mine's not as pretty as Michelle's because Michelle used the exact colors that they had that were on the pattern, and when I got my yarn, they didn't have some of the colors were sold out, so I had to substitute. And we all know I'm not a good color picker.
You're not doing too bad. Your blanket's looking good.
Yeah, because Jody helped me.
Yay, Jody.
I know.
All right, well, we all know what we're up to here, huh?
Yep, we know what our assignment is.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just saying. I mean, I am
because I'm really excited about the border on this blanket.
I am to get it together and see what it all looks like. But I
think that the border for this blanket is the prettiest part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's very lacy and
yes.
But this is a pain in the ass.
Yes.
All this joining is just pain.
And I've got to say, the single crochet join is not my favorite join in the world.
Yeah, this is not fun.
It's just the way it looks. It's not my favorite looking join.
Well, yeah, it's very ridgy.
Yes, it's very ridgy.
But
I prefer a slip stitch join.
And I mean, you'd still see some color between it. You wouldn't see as much color.
Right.
This is going to show a lot more color.
Exactly. And I think that's probably the
point.
My favorite join that I've ever done, and it was the only time I'd ever come across it, was that Color Lab Cal. It was a really interesting way of joining. But I can't show it to you because it's not within my reach. But maybe next week I'll show you.
Yeah. And I haven't honestly done a lot of projects that I've had to join like this. Besides seaming something.
Oh, right.
I haven't done a lot of square projects.
Yeah, and I have. I've done a ton of square projects.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I used to back in the day. I did a lot of granny square stuff, but I haven't done that like since I picked it back up really again,
Because I did that. I took a couple of Hooked on Sunshine patterns, and I did just the centers of them last Christmas.
Yeah.
And made a blanket.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I had to join all those.
Bye, Sue.
Bye, Sue. All right. Yeah, we should probably get
Yeah, we
going
gotta
too.
go.
All
You
right.
know.
Talk to everybody later.
All righty. It's been fun hanging out. Glad we got to
Yes.
crochet again. So
Finally.
I
Yes.
know, right? All
All
righty.
right.
We will
Bye,
see you guys
everybody.
next time with our things all hooked together.
We'll be
We'll have a
hooked up.
blanket.
We'll be all hooked up.
All right.
All right.
Okay. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.